Well, hello, class. Welcome to almost the end of the semester. Can you believe that in less than 2 weeks you're done? Done with your first semester of college. So let me just say a little bit in advance, but I want to say it's important. Congratulations. You have done it. You've made it. I hope it's what you hoped it would be. I hope that you were as successful as you wanted to be from the very beginning. I want to say thanks for your, your engagement, your participation in the class. And I know, it wasn't. I don't think any class is ever perfect, but I think we had a lot of learning. So I think, as I think about this class, what did we learn? What did you hope to learn, or what did I can't even say I hope you learned? And I would say the things that I hoped you learned would be about yourself, right? So I hope you learned more of who you are, more of your interests, more of your desires, more of the ways that you were wired and the things that you want to do in the future, right? What things that you want to study. We'll be sending out a survey here at the end of the semester asking the question, did you know what you wanted to study? And if the answer was no, do you now know what you want to study? Or something along those lines. And what role did this first year seminar class help with your exploration and discovery with that? Okay, so I hope for many of you it's been very helpful. Now again, I will say that I know that you're going to probably change majors maybe one or two more times, but I think that's probably just how it works. But I hope this has been a very instrumental, foundational course to help you think through what the future looks like here at APU. Okay, so we have some assignments that are due. And you'll recall that we had an assignment due last Friday. Okay, and it was your academic advising response. And obviously, in order to write the response to academic advising, you had to actually have done an academic advising appointment. Okay, for those of you who did not, it's done. Okay, I can't give you the points back. Okay, that was something that I have been reminding you about for literally months, that you needed to meet with your advisor early so you had plenty of time to write the response. If you didn't do that, there's no more time to do that. There's too much going on the rest of the semester, so I can't let you turn that assignment in late. So that's 5 points that are gone. Okay. Upcoming this Friday, and I want to remind you that you now have a combined strengths and MBTI response paper that's due. Okay. So if you look in the assignment, you'll see that there's questions. Okay. So what I want you to do then is I want you to discuss the relationship between strengths and MBTI. Okay. You'll write your third and final one-page paper for this specific assignment, and we'll discuss, it's in the syllabus, how you see your strengths and personality types working together and potentially working against each other. Okay, what, if any, shadow side, so the negative components, do you see now that you have this newfound knowledge? Okay, will this information change things for you? Is it helpful? How will you use this knowledge to aid you in your studies in college? Does it change anything about what you have what you thought about wanting to do for work? And then, of course, feel free to add anything else that you think is beneficial to the assignment. Okay. So the third and final paper should be no more than 2 pages in length. Okay. Make sure, of course, you have proper formatting, correct spelling, grammar, clear, cohesive, concise, and of course, have your name on there. Okay. So that's due this Friday. You'll recall that last week I sent you an email that I included. The combined, it's a document that comes from cpp.com that it combines both the MBTI and the strengths. Okay, check your email, or if you can't find your email, go into Sakai, click on the resources section on the left-hand side toward the bottom, and you'll see that document is in there for you to upload, or I guess download and access for purposes of this assignment. Okay, so if you have questions, ask them early as opposed to waiting until that assignment is due. Because if I get a question on Friday when the assignment's due, it's going to be too late. All right, so make sure that you ask them early so that you have plenty of advance notice to work on this assignment. All right, and then coming up after that, we have let's see, a couple more assignments that are due. Okay, so you have your final paper, which we'll talk about, your final career exploration paper, and then of course your informed contribution self-assessment. Okay, so if you look at all of these things, your final paper, which I would actually encourage you to start writing right away, given that you have a number of things due next week. Okay, your final paper is going to go over God's economy of all things. Okay, and this is, of course, comprised of smaller economies such as families, jobs, government, education, art, charity, etc. We know that individually we are called to various economies through our God-given gifts, right? Values, interests, skills, and passions, and we all have a unique role in God's plan for His creation. In this paper, I want you to discuss how everything fits together. Okay, what were your big learnings? What did you enjoy most? What was new that you learned? What was kind of the confirmation? Things you already knew, but it was confirmed in you or about work and so forth. How do you think about God's economy now in light of the entire semester? Was anything changed regarding how you will approach your schooling? Perhaps your job choices, your family choices. What role does work and family play within the broken world as we work towards bringing justice and order to bear? How does what you learn lead to a flourishing life, not just for you individually, but for society as a whole? Okay, so you can read through this, but this is really important. So it's a 4 to 6 page paper, okay, with proper citations. If you are pulling things from your Just Do Something or your Designing Your Life book, make sure you properly cite it. If you're talking about things that came out for the Life of the World series, make sure you properly cite it. This is a comprehensive kind of summation of the entire semester, okay? This is due December 15th by midnight to Sakai, all right? So on December 15th, you have 2 things due: your final paper and then your response to the off-campus career exploration experience. So where you all went, whether it's Mantra Coffee or JPL, or you went to World Vision, or whatever the location that you attended, wherever you went, you will need to write about that. City of Hope. That's your final career exploration paper. That's one assignment due next Friday by midnight. The second one is the final paper next Friday by midnight. And then the third thing that's due next Friday by midnight is your informed contribution self-assessment, okay? So you can read through this and you can give yourself a score based on what you think you deserve in class. This relates to your participation, okay? I said from the beginning, if you want full credit in your participation, fully engage in the class. Read everything, complete all assignments completely and on time, attend each class, and do all you can to thoroughly enjoy the learning process. If you can say, I read it all, I was at every class meeting, I was prepared, I was engaged, if that's you, it's a 10. But if you didn't read everything, you can't give yourself a 10, okay? If you only read some things, you can only give yourself perhaps, 7 or 8. If you weren't in every class, you can't give yourself a 10. So this is really your best, the best case scenario in your mind, okay? So what you'll do is you'll give yourself a score. Don't do it on a paper. Write it in the actual text box in Sakai. So you go to the assignment, and where you would normally upload a document for the assignment, you're going to just type in the text box, give yourself a score, and then a 1 to 2 page paragraph justifying why you think that's the score you deserve. Now hear me. I have veto power. So if you give yourself a 7, and I think you deserve a 4, I'm going to give you a 4, okay? However, if you think you deserve a 6, but I think you deserve an 8, I'm going to give you an 8. So this is an opportunity for you to really think deeply about how you did in the class, participation-wise and otherwise. Were you honest? I want you to be honest, okay? Be honest about what you think you deserve and why you deserve it, okay? So those are the next 4 assignments. You have 4 assignments due in the next 2 weeks. 1 this Friday and 3 next Friday. So if I were you, because we don't meet for class anymore, I would encourage you to start working on these assignments early. In fact, I would encourage you, if you've gone to your exploration event already, I would probably even write that paper this week. And then I'll write your final paper next week, okay? Don't wait until the end of the semester, because the quality of your work, I will notice if you waited till the end of the semester. You rushed, you didn't proofread. Don't do that. Please don't do that, okay? So take your time, start early so you get done at the best quality, all right? Of course, if you have any questions, please call me. Come by the office. I'm in East Campus, Rose Garden 5A. Better to email me ahead of time to see if I'm going to be around. Ask questions early. Ask questions often. I want you to succeed in this class. I want you to do great work, okay? So I will do all that I can to support you if you ask questions, but please don't wait till the end of the semester. Because if I get 7 emails on Friday of next week, it's too late, okay? I can't respond, okay? So if you've not turned in previous assignments, those are done, okay? We can't regain points on those. It's over, okay? But make sure you turn in the remaining final assignments, okay? That's a good chunk of points that are still left in this term. Okay, you've got 10%, so 10 points for informed contribution. If you don't do that, that is an assignment. Okay, if you don't turn that in, you will get 0 credit. So you'll miss out on those 10 points. Okay, so even if you think you deserve a 4, and you put 4, and I think you deserve a 4, 4 is better than 0. Okay, so make sure you do the informed contribution self-assessment. Okay. The next assignment is you have the strengths, the combined strengths MBTI. So there's 15 points, okay? 15 points. And then you have your final paper, which is 10 points. So there's 25 points, okay? And then you have your final exploration experience paper, another 10 points. So you have 35 points that you still have left in the semester. So if you're thinking, oh, I didn't do well on whatever paper, 35 points is still available for you this semester, all right? So I know it's a good amount to leave till the end, but hopefully this will give you a chance to kind of bring where you need to be in this class, all right? Any questions, let me know. It's a great semester. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to have been with you. I look forward to seeing you on campus in the coming weeks and also in the coming semesters ahead. I'm praying for you as you finalize everything for this semester. Please let me know how I can help and support you. Have a great next 2 weeks. Have a great Christmas break, and I'll see you back here in the spring.